How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Now, today we are back with a brand new video, guys, and I don't want to really go into this kind of in depth. So before we get started, as you may notice on my screen, I am on a YouTube video. Now, this YouTube video is related to these images right here that you guys are going to be taking a look at right now. Now, before I get into this is a topic that was already covered by Slow Speedrun, a buddy of mine, really great YouTuber. Do definitely check him out and give him a subscription, guys. Just show him some love and support, because he already talked about this a while back, actually, all the way back in March, actually. He talked about this. But these images have resurfaced. Somebody posted them called Neon Spectre. Posted these on Twitter, and I was asked to give my thoughts on it and my opinion and kind of do a little bit of a breakdown of these. So we have basically these Generation 8 quote-unquote starter leaks, and I thought it'd be fun to break them down, go into them, and see what they're all about, because they are old ones. These have been out for a while now already, but there is a lot of information about them, and really kind of skewed positioning from people within the community of what these images actually are, and I thought it would be just fun to discuss them, kind of like see if we can debunk them and that sort of stuff, and I guess we can get started. So first things first is, what are these starters? Well, we have 3 of them. So the first one here is the grass type, which is looking pretty odd. It's like a giraffe type Pokemon. It's got a really long neck, as you can see, pretty simply as that. The eyes are really wonky and weird, really large, and overall, it looks really odd. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I know some people really love the design, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan. As for the actual art style and how it's drawn, that looks really, really, really nice, and it does remind me a lot of the Sugimori art style we've seen drawn by professionals. It looks very similar to that, and it looks of high quality. Then you have the second, starter here, which is the fire starter, which looks like a worm or a snake. I mean, more like a worm, to be frankly honest, but it looks adorable. It's a little fire Pokemon. Again, it also has really, really nice of an art style to it. It really looks beautiful. So to be fair, like, it looks actually amazing. And as for the general design, it does have kind of like, I mean, the whole worm design. It is a fire Pokemon, so I guess it would use, fire moves beneath the ground, kind of similar to Diglett and, Dugtrio and whatnot. I guess that's a Pokemon I could kind of compare it to, which I think would be awesome if you had a Pokemon like this, but I do wonder how it would work, if it was above ground, because they would have to do some version of it where it isn't just underground. Otherwise, it would be really weird of a starter to be like this. So I'll move around my camera a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing, so I'm not blocking it, but there you go. There's how it looks like. I'll, of course, link these down below as well, so you guys can check them out on your own, but there it is. There's the simple image of it. Now, the next one on the list here is this one, and this is the water starter, I guess, which is essentially like a water buffalo, as far as I can understand. It's simply just a water buffalo. And that's kind of to the point. It has a really weird face. Its eyes don't even show up properly. It almost looks like, kind of like Brock, like with the closed eyes and whatnot. It looks a little bit derpy, but I think it would be pretty badass if it evolved. In general, though, the art style on this one is the same as the other ones. It is very well made, and in general, it looks beautiful. So, now you'd be asking, okay, so you've shown us the images. What's the deal? Can we debunk them and that sort of stuff? Well, we'll go one step at a time. First, we'll go through, like, some information we know about who may have made these, if it's fake, because there's a really big, there was a big issue, a little bit of drama about this a while back of who made these, actually, and if they're actual real ones or fake ones based on some other stuff. But let's get started with those things first. So, first things first, just the image again, and I did a little bit of a reverse image search on this, actual stuff here, just see what would show up, and I didn't put in this generation, or started Generation 8, I just put in the image, and this is what pops up. I mean, I could literally show you again. If you guys want me to try it, I could just, do it again, but, I think it's besides the point. You guys get it. I just reverse image searched it, and I found a few things about it. Now, I couldn't find a DeviantArt link, because here's the thing, right? Here's the big drama about this whole image, is that this image could have been redrawn by someone. So, this was posted on 4chan originally. As you can see right here, here's the image showing all the Pokemon themselves. You can see you've got the water starter, fire starter, grass starter. There they are. They're pretty to the point, those are the images, and this is how they were leaked originally. There are, of course, issues between them. For example, all of them seem to have been taken from a monitor, but they seem to not have been taken from the same monitor, which is a really strange part, right? They all seem to have been taken from different, monitors, because the one right here has, really, straight lines. The one above me is more like a, they're kind of bent, and the one on the other side here, the lines are kind of a little bit more bent, but they're similar to the color of the one on the top. So, I'm really mentioning this because this seems like they've been taken either at different times or from different positions on the screen or from different monitors, almost, they could say. And I don't know, I could be wrong here, but that's the general overview right here. Now, somebody also made a post right here because people are saying, oh, it's not it's fake because it was made by this person right here. And you will notice right here, there is a drawing, but you will also notice this drawing right here and there's just more info coming. This drawing right here does not look exactly like the Firestarter we saw earlier. So if I go back here and I show you the Firestarter, and we actually put them like side by side, and we actually look at the images, you will notice the difference between them. So here you go. Here is the normal one, right? Here is the one from this artist, which people are assuming on 4chan back then assumed that the person who made this one right here just traced and reworked the original one, because you'll notice the art style is not the same as the original one. You'll notice that they're very different. They are very different in art style, and also you'll notice in design they're very different, because this one has an extra like part of its tail sticking out, while this one is missing a part of it. See, like it's just like it's a little hunchback or whatever, which looks really odd. So people were assuming, and that's why what I could understand from the actual post is he went back and replaced his old grass zebra with the giraffe. It was his art. Why would the part that part be completely different? And of course he then sent also an image here kind of showing what he meant. So first things first, right, see, he's got this image right here. See how it's missing a part on it when it's the reworked version, and it's also different colors. It's more red, more strong colors, while the original image was different. Then you have the zebra, or sorry, the giraffe, not the zebra. The giraffe, which was apparently based on a zebra, and you can see right there, Zebrique, or is now Zebrute, and that was posted on June the 26th, 2012, and, you know, I mean, that image just, it looks way too different from the one I mean, they look very similar, right? They do. They really do. But at the same time, they're also very different, and the drawing version that you find on the DeviantArt is kind of different. So in general terms, I'm not sure if this person actually made these, or if he just took them and like redrew them to just claim that they are, you know, his or hers or whatever, because we don't know who actually made the original ones. And that's the thing, right? Because look at it. This is the problem. Out there, the image that's quote-unquote leaked, which is just a rumor image, by the way, that image is different from the one that you find on this person's DeviantArt. It's different. Why would it be different if, you know, why would it deviate so hard in also design as well as coloring, as well as general like concept? Why would it just be so different? But because you can't find the original post anywhere else on the internet, and this is the only place we can find something similar to it. So people were assuming that this was just somebody ripping it off, aka Pinari, which I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying the designer who made this one right here that did that. I am not claiming that. Again, sorry guys if that's what you assume. I'm not claiming that. This is just what the people on 4chan assumed. Some of them, not everybody, assumed that's what's going on. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if that is really the most realistic thing that's going on here. I don't want to attack the designer, because designer, hey, you did a good job. You most likely, based on what we've seen here, you most likely also made the original ones, but it's really strange because their designs between them are very different. You'll notice, like, the eyes are also slightly different. The general vibe is very different, and that is the kind of thing that we've noticed. Also, it says, please do not use, which is very strange, because then you have these ones being used right here. So, I don't know. And the thing is, we don't know. These ones popped up, I think, after this actual post popped up after the other posts. So it's a very strange situation, but again, you can see this person does have talent. They have made stuff like this in the past, I mean, like with characters and stuff. So it's not like this is the first time this individual has made these sort of things. You know, he also made this fake, actually, I think, remember back in the day. Yeah, this was a fake that everybody believed back in the day, which was really odd. Yeah, that was fake. There's no point in hiding it now. So see, this person is like known. So I posted this yesterday on 4chan, pretending to be the video game journalist and everything, and apparently a lot of people believed it. It even made mistakes in the description on purpose just to make the whole thing more legit, but it was a lot of fun. So basically what I'm trying to get across is that this individual does have, you know, previous times where they have been like making fakes. He literally made a fake in the past, and he admitted to it in the actual image right here. So it wouldn't be surprising if these ones are fake as well. As here you go, actually. Here's the other one. But you'll notice that it deviates from the original image, and that is the thing, right? That's what people on 4chan were assuming, is he's BSing and saying that like this is his, you know, his drawing, but in reality, this is just something he found, and he was like, hey, I'll just figure something out of this. You know what I mean? I'll just make something out of this, which I don't know if that is really the real deal of what's going on right here, guys. I don't know if this is for real, but I want to show you this because it was pretty interesting. Of course, also, I want to go into something from yesterday, which I forgot to totally mention. If I can just find the image, here it is. Actually, a really quick thing I wanted to break down for you guys. So if you all remember the image from yesterday that popped up of the Eeveelution that I talked about. Now, I want to mention something quick about it. First things first, that orb that she's holding is Eeveeolite, which I didn't realize because literally I thought, like, I was so confused because I saw the floating thing. I saw the like shadow ball, I guess is what people were saying, in front of the Eeveelution at the furthest to right there, and then I thought, like, okay, why is she holding that? Also, it was recorded very late at night, so I do apologize about that. I got that wrong, but apparently, as far as I've understood from you guys, one, this could be real based on the fact that, like, I mean, it looks very similar to previous concept art, and two, that Eeveelution could also be the same thing as, I already mentioned this yesterday, but it could also be the same thing as Ash's, where you have, like, Ash Greninja, like, that has a connection with its trainer, and that's why it gets those, like, colors matching exactly alongside the colors of the trainer that it comes along with, which is the girl right there. So it could be that, guys, but I want to give an update on this really quick, just let you guys know my thoughts on it, and also talk about these, these images right here that we talked about a second ago. But I think these are fake. I want to just talk about them because people are sending them my way, and I want to make sure to debunk them because I don't think they're real. I think they are most definitely fake. They were already talked about a long time ago, but people never really brought them up much. They were only really talked about for a short amount of time, and then people just kind of dropped them, and now they're showing up again. And I thought, I might as well just like put the final nail in the coffin for this, these images in general, and just kind of break them down for the one final time. But that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, then drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rumours. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.